My name is Ahmed Bee, and I'll be running for the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in 2019.
Ahmed Bee Buhari is a man on a mission, a man whose approach to punctuality and timing defines his everyday activities. Despite growing up in Kotangora, Niger State, the influences of living in different parts of Nigeria and gathering knowledge in and outside the country has played a huge role in the way Ahmed sees life in general.
Okay, growing up in Kotangora, Niger State was fun for me. I was opportunity to be in school, one of the best schools at that time. At that time, we were in school with kids from all over the world. We had teachers from India, from Germany, and it just goes to show you how things have really deteriorated. How now we can't get very good schools, and we have people who are now moving out of the country to go and get education, when at that time people were coming to Nigeria to, find a better life for themselves. So I really miss those years, and I hope that we will still find a time when we can reverse things and get ourselves to that time in our lives when things were better for Nigeria.
With a strong mindset for self-development and independence, Ahmed Buhari is conscious about the kind of foundation he lays as a family man, and thinks finding expression as a leader must come with something more than the ordinary.
For me, I don't think it's just about young or old. It's about what are the attributes of that person. What are the alliances that person has got? How does that person see life itself? What can you link that person up with? What has he done with regards to his lifestyle, what he does, what are his affiliations, and things like that, as opposed to worrying ourselves how old he is or how young he is. He just has to have, he just has to be able to cut across that acceptance level where everybody sees him as that one person that we want to associate with. If we do have that sort of individual, it will create that harmony that has been missing from our polity, from our governance, and from our ways of life all these years. So a young person is relevant for me right now because we're looking for fresh ideas. We've been dealing with the same people over and over. The government has changed, but the players have remained the same.
His aspirations to be the youngest democratic president of Nigeria come 2019 is one that has been carefully considered to reflect new ideologies and provide long-lasting solutions to problems derailing national development.
When you look for somebody who's competent enough to handle the responsibility, it makes everybody get busy, it makes everybody work, and then it sets the competition even fiercer. We have run Nigeria for so long as a one-man business sometimes, or as a commodity, and not looking at it as a broader business where everybody needs to be part of. There's no single part of this country that hasn't got the relevant or the necessary ingredients to actually help the mix become tastier, become better, become firmer. What Nigeria really needs now is a figure or group of people whose ideology cuts across all these things that we have always seen as our biggest problems, all these hurdles that we've always perceived as our biggest problems, and actually work towards a unifier. Somebody who can bring all of us together and see that we are so much alike as opposed to how we perceive ourselves to be different.
As an ICT expert turned entrepreneur, Ahmed Buhari uses his business to empower young people in their career path and focus on life-changing projects that underscores the development of human capacity.
Apart from being a techpreneur these days, I've been able to gather a lot of young people, bring their young minds together and see how I can improve that in the world of IT. So I bring them around, I tutor them on everything that concerns information technology to software development, app development, and things like that. And why we do these things is because we want them to be able to stand on their own and run their own businesses and their own careers as they move along the ladder.
Caught between different roles in his journey through life, Ahmed Buhari preempts tough times but remains unfazed by the challenges en route to the higher calling.
I've been able to look at Nigeria and see that most of the people and some of the reasons why we are where we are is because there's so much dependency on government government policies, on an employer, or what I get from the next man next to me, as opposed to going out of your own shell to achieve what you believe you can achieve.
When it takes time to relax and reminisce on emerging realities, Ahmed Bee, as fondly called in a social circle, sticks to the opinion that Nigerian youths must take the future in their hands.
We've tried everything. We've tried the young, we've tried different religions, we've tried different tribes. Nothing is happening. I just think for Nigerians' peculiar problems, it's high time we look for different solutions, new people, new ideas to steer this thing. Definitely the way things used to work for Nigeria especially, and around the world in the last 30-40 years has actually really drastically changed. There's need for us to wake up and realize that it's about time we take our own destinies in our hands.
This is why he's aspiring to the position of the president in 2019.